Every reporter needs to ask Kamala Harris where she stands on this. She won't make it clear. She's on record as supporting these so-called trans rights. We have a soundbite here of her bragging about how she got a prisoner, a sex change operation on the taxpayer's dime. So she wants the poor people in California to pay for this guy to have his penis chopped off. Listen to this.
When I was Attorney General, I learned that the California Department of Corrections, which was a client of mine, I didn't get to choose my client, that they were standing in the way of surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. And there was a specific case. And when I learned about the case, I worked behind the scenes to not only make sure that that transgender woman got the services she was deserving. So it wasn't only about that case. I made sure that they changed the policy in the state of California so that every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access to the medical care that they desired and need. And I believe it was not only, I know it was historic in California, but I believe actually it may have been one of the first, if not the first in the country, where I pushed for that policy.
Yay, good for you. And Charlie, we're having this conversation on August 1st. On August 1st. And you know what happens today? It's the implementation of their absolutely absurd Title IX revisions, where they erased protections for women. Right now, kids are getting ready to go back to school. And in the vast majority of states, 21 have challenged the changes legally. The rest have not. They're more blue states or purple states. Right now, your little girl's going to go to school in the vast majority of America, and she will be forced to compete against boys just like this Olympic athlete was. She will be forced to share her bathroom and her locker room with biological boys, some of whom will have autogynephilia, where it is more about getting off sexually than it has to do with gender confusion. And that is 100% because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
That's right. And so there are real world implications and policies at play here. And you've done a phenomenal job of covering the Title IX issue. The media has completely and totally ignored it. I think this is a perfect attack vector, especially if we're looking to win Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. In those states in particular, it's not popular to say that your high school daughter has to shower next to a dude under the idea of trans equality. But let me just kind of go back to that Kamala Harris clip. First of all, God forbid she becomes president. We need to do everything we possibly can. She will destroy this country, and she's already destroying the country as vice president. But how she is just disgustingly pandering to the trans agenda there, to a guy who's obviously a man with his very deep voice, trying to win over the trans agenda. Oh, yes, as Attorney General, I made sure that biological men could go into prisons. And just so you know, because of her policy, women are getting raped regularly in female prisons in California. We just had a guest on our podcast where she went, Amy Akachawa, very, very impressive young woman from Independent Women's Forum. And she was talking about, oh, yes, when I was a prisoner there were trans inmates, or just let's just call them men. Yeah, she's terrific. And the details and the horror and the graphic nature of this. But I just want everybody to understand this as a repeated theme. The left has never cared about women. They do not care about women. The left only cares about power, and they care about the incineration of Western civilization. They are cheering what is happening right now in Paris because it is the obliteration of the norms and the customs and the traditions of Western society. For them, this is a step forward. This is what progress looks like. Progress is the unfolding of Western society and Western civilization. This is going to be largely memory hold by the media. They know that in a political election year, this story in Paris is bad for them. But I don't think it's going away, right, Megyn? This was not the gold medal match. This man is going to keep on marching through. There are more men that are going to keep on competing. And it's incumbent on us now, as we are in this hot political season, to shine a light and to make this a primary issue of how women in America and women of the Western world, they are unprotected thanks to the policies of the left, the lack of Title IX now, because the entire kind of sports tradition that we have in this country is over. There's no more female sports. There's just men's sports and other sports. And it's remarkable to me how many suburban women, moms, continue to vote for the Democrat Party. You'll have to explain that one for me, Megyn. but
No,
I guess
they
they're
need to pay
upset
attention.
that Donald Trump's tone is
they
off.
need
but
to pay
But they're
attention.
okay
No one's
with
talking about it.
But I keep on hearing that. But yes and no. It's been many years, though. I mean, you confront them, and they're like, "Well, I guess it needs some examination." They are putting their young daughters and their family members up for potential rape, sexual harassment, sexual assault, or, as you aptly put it, death as a female athlete against men.
It is just a matter of time. Kamala Harris, she is as pro-trans rights as they come. She is not a champion for women. She is a champion for men posing as women. She not only had this Jonathan Ness to the White House recently in a dress with a beard. We have this, watch. Look at this. This is the party calling J.D. Vance weird.
Yep.
Hi. Can we talk on it?
Here on the Edmund Pettus Bridge down.
Wow. Honey, Madam Vice President.
Okay, he's got a beard, a mustache, and he's wearing a dress. She appeared on RuPaul's Drag Race to promote her candidacy a week ago. This is the same show that recently paraded a trans person down the runway holding her fake severed breasts, which were bloody, on the runway, and had fake arms around her with scalpels cutting off breast tissue with blood dripping down her chest. This is something, look at this. This is the show Kamala Harris, this is one of the first things she did. She went on this show to announce her candidacy and ask for donations and support. Not only that, but she wrote a letter to Dylan Mulvaney, who is one of the most offensive trans people to women, because all he does is mock us with his little girl outfits. He's a grown man. Last year, she sent him a letter saying, "Dear Dylan, I send you my warmest greetings as you celebrate your 365th day of living authentically. Thank you for courageously sharing your journey and your story. I appreciate your continued advocacy for transgender equality, including during your visit to the White House last year. Through your work as an activist and advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, you continue to break barriers and inspire young people around the nation and the world." There is no question where this woman stands, and it is not with our fellow women. But Charlie, what we're going to get instead is Trump said controversial things in front of the National Association of Black Journalists. He said things that the Twittering class found upsetting. Is anybody upset about that a woman almost got beaten to a pulp by a man on stage for entertainment at the Olympics? Did those people care? Grand Canyon University, a private Christian university in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, believes that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. GCU believes in equal opportunity and that the American dream starts with purpose. By honoring your career calling, you can impact your family, friends, and community. Change the world for good by putting others before yourself. Whether your pursuit involves a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, GCU's online, on-campus, and hybrid learning environments are designed to help you achieve your unique academic, personal, and professional goals. With over 330 academic programs as of December 2023, GCU meets you where you are and provides a path to help you fulfill your dreams. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Let it flourish. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.